When Dr. Bose completes his doctorate, he rewards himself with a new hi-fi system.
He went and got himself the best specification system he could find. He went and played it home, and wow, this doesn't sound anything like when I go and see a concert at the Symphony Hall, or he played the violin when I play the violin. It just doesn't sound anything like it. There has to be something wrong.
I started to really wonder about it. And my mind was always thinking, oh, come on, something's got to give. It's got to be the engineering. What could it be? And that's what started the whole research that led to this.
And he convinces Wiesner to let him use the acoustics labs at MIT during the summer because he's obsessing about this question of why the speakers measure well but don't sound good.
And he worked at that for some time. He talks about being in an anechoic chamber, room without echoes, fiberglass all over the place, and lying on the floor and measuring the speaker and holding a microphone. He realized that specifications could not tell you how a loudspeaker sounded.
I had a number of inventions at MIT, and the faculty decides, or the administration decides, what they're going to do with faculty inventions. I had patents in electronics, in nonlinear systems, and in acoustics. And so these were given to me, and I tried to license them. One day, the professor that was senior to me in the Research Laboratory of Electronics, Professor Y.W. Lee, called me into his office, and he told me then of his life from '39 all through the war years. He said, in order to survive, I had to become a curio dealer.
He says, I want to tell you about the two-part dream of every curio dealer. And he said the first part of the dream is that in the course of your work, you'll come across something of extraordinary value. The second part of the dream is to recognize its value and not let it slip through your fingers. And then he looks at Dr. Bose and he says, that's all I have to tell you today.
And what he was really saying to me without ever mentioning a word was, you have these patents, they are of great value, you are trying to pass them out of your hands.
Dr. Bose came up to me one day and said, so why don't you come to work for my company? I said, what company? What are you talking about? And he said, well, I don't have a company now, but I'm thinking of starting one. And so he invited me to become the first employee of the company. And that's how Bose Corporation began.